Okay. Let's go. Let's go, Blue Foundation. Damn right, my JR. Second stream of the day. We got an interesting one for the second stream today. Can't wait to show you guys. All right. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff to talk about for today's stream for sure. The second stream. Let's see if we can outdo the first streamers. Let's see if we can outperform the first streamers. That was a hype first stream of the day. We hit 50 likes on that one. You guys got competition for today, the second stream, people, the afternoon peeps, the late night peeps. You guys got competition, man. We got 50 likes in that first stream today. How are we doing over here? Let's see. Round 2, what's up, Blue Foundation? Guys, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful to the best community jumping on in for stream number 2. Already 14 likes on the second stream, starting off hot. We got 4 viewers, so we got to wait for some peeps to jump on in. But El Prey in the house, Silver Days in the house, my JR in the house, Con in the house. What's up, dude? Good to see you, Con. Appreciate you jumping on in. The base Patsy, a lot of likes. Yeah, appreciate you signing in to all of your 11 accounts for the likes, my dude. By the way, I just the reason I was a little late for the stream, got to check out your Naoris report that you sent me and the comparisons with TIBBIR. Ooh, man. Base Patsy, how do we feel about that comparison with TIBBIR? Right, you got a narrative coordination inevitability, and then you have the, what was it, the inevitable narrative or something like that, a necessity inevitability for Naoris, man, how they're gonna complement each other, right? TIBBIR, which agents can act, and then freaking Naoris, what machines can act, right? If you got AI agents coming to the system, right? You can't trust one machine, right? You got to have a decentralized, endlessly auditable machine. I hope, dude, I think I might have found, I mean, hey, they said the trajectory is 1 to 3 years for yeah, less upside on TIBBIR is all. Yeah, less upside than TIBBIR. Yeah, I hear you. Less upside than TIBBIR. But I mean, if you got them complementing each other here, and it gave the time frame, right? The peak time frame for investment would be TIBBIR in the next like 3 years or so, right? And then you had Naoris about 3 to 10 years. So hey, man, maybe after you make some filthy gains off of TIBBIR, you could be flipping it over to Naoris and get hit on the other one, hit on the other inevitability, right? The only one that's hitting the cybersecurity proof of security layer, right? The one that all the blockchains are going to absolutely need, right? Dang, dude, Naoris not looking too bad. Naoris not looking too bad. It got me even more bullish on it reading that report right there, man. You got 2 inevitabilities, right? You got the inevitability that is TIBBIR, the frog, right? AI agents need this guy, right? To know which AI agents are allowed to act, which the AI identity protocol, the know your agent protocol, right? And then the one that the agents are going to be running on, right? The machines that the agents are going to be running on, that security is going to be by Naoris, man. Naoris, man. Gotta love this freaking crypto now starting to capture the imaginations and the hearts of all the Blue Foundation, just like TIBBIR did. We got TIBBIR frogs just flying around. Silver Days saying ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Gotta love it. Shout out to the 12 viewers already in here, guys. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers that are helping us get to 6K subscribers, right? Seems like they have things in place, staying quiet, not looking for a retail interest. Yeah, we love those quiet ones. Love those quiet cryptos, right? I got to share with you some of the info that I found with it as well, man. There was some interesting article here, but unfortunately I can't read it right here. It's one of my X posts, though. I put it up as an X post if anybody wants to share it, right? But talking about a pilot, right? Highlighting a pilot and something with the SEC, right? Gold standard for zero knowledge, for confidential machine learning, right? Gotta love it. But guys, I'm going to be showing a lot of subliminals today. We got a lot of subliminals to go over of films that are coming out in 2026, TV shows that are coming out in 2026. This is the subliminal hour, without a doubt. But of course, we're going to be talking some deep reds that are available. But hey, we had the deep reds video earlier today. It's going to be very much of the same. But of course, you know, Naoris, man, taking the cake right now. Naoris at 3 cents, 4 billion supply. Very easy for us to get a handful of these and just never think about Naoris again until the inevitable happens. And what's the inevitable? Outages, machines stopping, right? Compromised machines, right? You're going to want that cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, this is the type of asset that's going to be probably adopted when after the problems happen, right? You'll see investment probably going its way after the problems happen, right? Seems like they have things in place. Yeah, without a doubt, man, they got things in place. They know what they want to be. They know what they want to be. They got a very clear vision. That's all you can really ask for. And what I love about this project, since it's a low cap project, not only do they have cryptography that is NIST aligned, that's very, very important, right? But they don't freaking go boasting and, they educate people on the importance of that post-quantum computing or post-quantum resistance is mandated by governments and, banks to and enterprises now are very focused on post-quantum security, right? But you don't see them boasting about or just pushing out the ticker, right? They're not just talking about, hey, this is what NAORI, RIS and the ticker name with the dollar sign in front of it solves, right? They're never doing that on their posts and X. They're just educating people about what their technology does and why it's necessary. This is why I like Naoris protocol, man. And they got pretty good following on X already, man. So let's go, Con. Appreciate you liking and sharing the chat. Man, yeah, hey, we're shadow banned, dude. We're going to give them no choice but to recognize what we're doing here, what the Blue Foundation is doing, the power of the Blue Foundation. They will have to recognize it, man. I mean, hey, they might as well just turn this into a bull cycle and start trying to cash some of us out. Give us offers we can't refuse, right? Because it's only going to get better and better from here as we go on in 2026. I am so excited to, see this journey through with you guys. And just keep doing what we're doing. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit difficult to do the 2 streams in a day. I might be able to do 1 stream, right? So we'll at least try to do 1 stream in the day. But hey, you guys got a good taste of what we would like for the future to look like for us here, us being able to do an early day stream and a late day stream for the community, for the foundation, right? And hopefully we can quit one of our jobs, in the future. We've built up some good momentum here by doing this, right? We built up some good momentum. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but it's got to be sustained momentum, right? It's got to be sustained so we can be able to keep doing this on the reg. So I appreciate the support. I mean, we're almost already to 20 likes and we're not even 20 minutes in. So or 10 minutes in. So I already appreciate the type of momentum that we have building, with the sentiment coming towards this channel. Hopefully we can continue that and keep growing. Right. But anyways, if you guys missed today's news earlier, dude, I got some more info on the Asus ROG AR glasses, right? I only kind of knew, I didn't understand too much. Like, I know what augmented reality is, obviously, but the purpose of why it's for Republic of Gamers, right? So we talked about the news earlier today that Asus Republic of Gamers ROG is releasing their X-Real AR glasses. Right. And we've been talking about AR is going to be a thing, right? People being able to shift the filter of reality and see reality the way that they want to look at it. Right. So now you have these AR glasses that are purpose built for gaming, right? For you to have your gaming screen and have a massive screen. By putting on these glasses, you can see a massive screen for gaming, right? That you can, I don't know if you can be inside the game. But this is like, VR meets AR. This is very interesting to me. So you'll be able to see like a bigger screen than what your own, home screen is for the gaming experience, and it's apparently is very, very high quality, that it's going to have a very high frame rate per second, right? A lot of a lot of people care about frames per second in games because that helps them have an edge over other gamers, right? Especially in single shooter games, or POV shooter games, or whatever that you call them, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. People care a lot about the frames per second speeds, and having that edge over their competitors, and having now AR glasses that are very high frames per second, very high quality, and being able to see a massive screen that's bigger than your freaking, obviously the screen's on your freaking eyes here. So we got the X Real AR glasses coming out from Asus ROG, getting a little bit more info on that. And then, of course, we talked about the Amazon Smart Shopping Cart, redesigning the Dash Cart and calling it a Smart Shopping Cart, making it more refined, having the cart itself weigh the items when you go into shopping and you grab the items and scan it, right? Then we also talked about some deep breads. We'll go into some deep breads as we go along here. I got some subliminals that I want to show you guys about TV shows that are going to be coming out this year, and movies as well. I just want one of these shackles out of the field. Yeah, I want to let go of one of my shackles as well, man. A violent repricing is coming. When everything comes online, the necessity is self-evident. TIBBIR 100 to 500x, virtuals 50 to 100x, and Sol E 3 to 5x. Hey man, base Patsy more than 3 to 5x, dude. We cannot discredit what the founder of Chainlink has said. He said they will 10x the whole market overnight. So we can't undervalue Sol and Ethereum and just say 3 to 5x. They are going to be 10x'd overnight. Ethereum will be $30,000 per. Solana is going to be $2,000 or $1,000 per token. This isn't a 3 to 5x. We're talking 10x overnight. Chainlink founder Sergey saying they will 10x the whole market overnight. You know what that means? They're going to be 10x in the Blue Foundation overnight as well, because we've been buying up all the deep breads. He said the whole market. He didn't say one crypto. He didn't say two cryptos. He didn't say a handful, 10 cryptos. He said the whole market. It doesn't matter whether you have a meme coin. Doesn't matter whether you have a utility crypto. The speculation is going to be coming massively. This is our big speculative run that we're talking about here, and they're going to be 10xing the whole market overnight. I can't wait. This is why we buy. This is why we buy deep breads without a freaking doubt, man. And I can't wait to see the ones that not only 10x, I want to see the ones that 100x, right? I want to see those ones that are 100xing, like those TIBBIRs that you're freaking talking about here, right? There's going to be low caps while the rest of the market is going up 10x, right? There's going to be those low caps that are 100xing without a freaking doubt. Right? Considering the ETF inflows this week, let's go. Dude, Morgan Stanley just continues to build, right? They did an Ethereum ETF now, soon following after their BTC ETF. Gotta love that. XRP to $4 USD by the end of January. Ooh, Dax Suntan. Ooh, I like that bold claim right there, my man. Dixon saying $4 XRP by the end of January. Let's go, my man. I'm loving the bullishness from this Greg coming into the chat. Let's go. Yeah, violent repricing is definitely coming, man. And he's saying, Dixon is saying XRP is going to break its all-time high by the end of January. Let's freaking go, dude. I'm excited when we officially enter into the year of the sun and into the fire horse year after the Chinese New Year in February 17th, right? You're also going to have an annular solar eclipse the same freaking day. Let's go, right? And I think there was something else happening on the 17th. You're going to also have, the prime point of the Winter Olympics happening on that day. And then there was something else that somebody else mentioned that'll happen on the 17th, man. You got a lot of things lining up on that day. New moon. There we go. That's what I remember. There's going to be also a new moon on the 17th. You got to love that, man. So with the solar eclipse, they call it the ring of fire, right? Because if it's a new moon, that means we're seeing the dark side of the moon, right? It's going to be a dark moon in front of that sun on the eclipse. And where's that sun? Where is it going to be most seen? In Antarctica. Only the elite can go to Antarctica, man. TIBBIR year anniversary on 16th or 17th. No way. No way. Stop it. Stop it, Base Patsy. Base Patsy, by the way, how about we start off with the subliminals talk? By the way, here are some deep breads for those who are just jumping in for the deep breads. We were talking about XPL Plasma at 17 cents, 10 billion supply, negative 76% down. Stablecoin infrastructure crypto. We only want to be talking about infrastructure projects, guys. Yes, there's cryptos that maybe we talk about that aren't necessarily infrastructure, but we want to be focusing on honing in on cryptos that are infrastructure based, not trying to get retail hype. They're trying to get the freaking enterprises on board. They're trying to get the elite on board. They're trying to get all the big tech on board. That's what we want to see, right? You got TIBBIR at 18 cents, 1 billion supply. We'll get into some TIBBIR subliminals. And I know Base Patsy has been paying attention to some TIBBIR subliminals. He was talking about an Apple commercial that involved frogs. Right now, I've got my freaking eyes all over the place trying to do the frog prints and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to find all the frog subliminals that I can, right? There's some movies that have a frog on its gate, right? And frogs as gateways are very huge in esoteric type of stuff, right? We also have some W symbolism. W is at 3 cents, 10 billion supply, negative 86% down. We got some dragon chain symbolism. Of course, dragons just all over the place, man. You got House of the Dragon. You got freaking Raya and the Last Dragon and Disney. Disney loves their freaking dragons. I'll tell you what. Dragon chain at 009, right? Guys, we're almost at 20 likes. I appreciate you guys hitting the like on the way in. We're so freaking bullish even on the second stream of the day. So excited to be talking with y'all again. Day number 2 or stream number 2. Let's go. Let's beat our first stream's like count. We had 50 likes in that first stream. We got to show up those morning risers. We got to show up those noon risers, right? Base Patsy's got to create 50 more accounts for us to break it. Let's go. But Aqua at 0005. Aqua is one of our deep red poster boys for this year. Aqua at 0005, negative 81% down. XPX at 0003. Gotta love the big star and Sirius chain. We got some subliminals, some Dragonfly FinTech subliminals going on over here. We got Rose, the blue rose. I know you love that, Quentin Miller. You love me just saying, like, you know, hey, all of you guys got to start leveling up to where Base Patsy is at. You got to get 10 accounts to hit likes on this stream to break the shadow ban for us, man. That's how it's got to go. Rose, blue rose is at a penny, 10 billion supply, right? Privacy focused, AI focused, OG, anomaly in nature. There's a lot of blue rose symbolism in media as well, especially in Twin Peaks, right? Rose is otherworldly. The blue rose is an otherworldly thing, right? Metaphor for alien life, if you will. 95% sure Grayscale just passed a virtual ETF. Ooh-wee. Let's go, Base Patsy, dude. Virtual is going to do some amazing things. And if Virtual's doing some good things, TIBBIR's going to be doing some good things as well. Very excited for the AI agents on Virtual. Let's go. And that's a V. That's a V crypto. And they have that symbolism that they love, right? They have those little loop, spirally type of symbolism with Virtual. Virtual is coming, right, with their AI agent economy. Let's go. Mana at 14 cents. Decentralized, dude, metaverse cryptos, right? Metaverse-based cryptos. Mana at 14 cents. This thing was $5 last time we saw, right? Negative 70% down. Dude, this thing is basically Roblox on a decentralized blockchain. Negative 70% down, 2.8 billion supply. Sandbox at 12 cents, negative 80% down, 3 billion supply. Atlas at triple zeros as well. So we're keeping our eyes out on those gaming metaverse type of cryptos. Expector, I think, is still at a penny, if I'm not mistaken, maybe sub a penny, right? We talked about Eden. Eden is at 6 cents, 1 billion supply, negative 71% down. This thing is a low cap crypto without a doubt, almost a guarantee. Nothing's guaranteed, but if Sergey is saying everything's going to 10x overnight, I can't wait to see Eden at 60 cents from 6 cents. It's going to be fantastic. We got XX Network, privacy mesh crypto at a penny, 1 billion supply, right? We can't forget, dude, symbolism of the XX. You see a lot of Halloween masks this year with X's on the eyes. Right? They're already subliminally getting ready for the XX Network without a doubt at a penny, 1 billion supply. All right, guys, we'll go over some more deep reds in just a second, but I want to go over some subliminals that are associated with cryptos here just really quick. Just some stuff that we've been finding. Cryptos that, or, you know, movies that are coming out this year that are highly anticipated. We didn't show the movie The Odyssey because there's nothing really subliminal in its poster. Maybe there is. Maybe there is, and I'm just not seeing it. But actually, dang, now I know what the subliminal is in that poster. Holy cow, I just thought about it. So if you guys haven't seen Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey poster just yet, you know, it's one of the anticipated summer movies. Everybody loves Christopher Nolan, right? Because he's always a very entertaining director. Even if it's a biopic about a freaking guy who made an atom bomb, he still makes it exciting to watch and somewhat exhilarating. He's always pushing the envelope in terms of like timelines and, you know, the structure of the film and stuff like that. Very fun to watch. You know, he's definitely part of the elite. He's in that club. So he's showing those subliminals and he knows, you know, he knows what he's freaking doing. Right. So, you know, what's it called? In the Odyssey, first off, the O, right? They love their circles right now. So the ODC, right? And then in the poster, it's this warrior, you know, who has his like kind of broom helmet on, right? I like to call them the broom helmets. And on the spine of it, it's very blue around it, right? Very, very blue. But on the spine, it's a golden bone spine on the helmet, right? Golden, you know the importance of gold, right? And look at that, the subliminal of the new era, right? Gold will be at the spine of value, will be at the spine of the new financial system. That is the freaking metaphor, man. Holy cow. I got to freaking get that poster on up, right, for our next subliminals, maybe for tomorrow. Virtual's founder said, when everything comes online and people see what it does, 100x in days. Ooh, that wasn't my opinion. Gotta love that, Base Patsy. Let's freaking go, man. Gotta love that. Gotta love what the bullishness that these founders are bringing to their projects, without a doubt. So let's continue going, guys. Here we got some more subliminals. So I said I was going to talk to you guys about the Clock Orange AI, right? Look, the A, the I, right here, even in the middle, right here, the A, the I, right? We talked about that's the reason it's called AI, guys. It's called AI because of the freaking, you know, club. Right? I won't tell you who the club is because we'll probably just freaking get, I mean, YouTube already hates us enough, right? So I'll just show you the images here and then you guys can hear yourself. Here's the one that gets associated with it, right? There you go. Look, the A, the I, right? The A and the I, right there. You got your XX symbolism right here too, right? XX. You got your V symbolism, right? You got virtual block V chain, right? Let's keep going. So then now we go to that AI. Now you see it, right? Now you see it, right? Freaking, I mean, the one eye symbolism as well. One eye has the freaking eyelash, not the other one, right? I mean, Stanley Kubrick wrote eyes wide freaking shut, right? This guy knows what's going on behind the scenes, man. He was freaking out because of what he's done in his films. Right? He was playing their game, right? Straight up told people what, dude, they didn't even let him finish his last movie, right? They didn't let him finish the last edit of his film, right? Because he was going to probably reveal some major truths. And you know what's doing it now with the A, right? The avatar A. And look at that, the wings, just like the symbol that I showed you, right? With the V, right? Right there. The A, the phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? What is this called? Fire and ash. You got your red witch symbolism, your Isis figure. Maybe some Filecoin symbolism right here with the up and down, the upside down, right? They love their as above, so below symbolism, don't they? Right? Let's keep going. Found some more dragonfly symbolism. Right? You guys know about Dragonfly FinTech and the importance of Dragonfly. Dragonfly is the messenger between two worlds, as it's referred to in esoteric circles. Right? Check out this comedy. Comedy, they love doing subliminals in comedy because nobody takes it seriously, right? Nobody takes it seriously. But look at the subliminals in here and then look at the superhero, right? From a superhero movie, the green dragonfly. We've been showing a lot of dragonfly symbolism in media, right? They love their dragonflies. Dragonfly associated with Sirius as well, right? Dragonfly FinTech that use the Sirius technology. They got an X on it, right? Look at this. Dragonfly, a movie with Kevin Costner. Blue symbolism, right? You got your X in the circle right there, right? In the dragonfly, you got the dragonfly symbol right there as well. This person walking on the blue path, and the path starts to go towards an X, a cross, right? The XPX. Let's freaking go, man. What else do we got? Here's another poster of that dragonfly movie, right? I don't even know if this, I don't know what this movie's about necessarily, but this looks like a device or a spaceship that this person's in, right? And it goes up to the star. Look at that. Just like I have the big star above my head on these backgrounds right there, right? Osiris, right? Osiris connections in Egypt as well. Osiris heavily connected to Isis, right? And the big star. We'll save the TIBBIR symbolism for last because I know Base Patsy is going to love this one. All right, so we've had Hunger Games symbolism before, Song of the songbirds, right? This is supposed to be a mockingjay, right? But I mean, dude, this is such clear Phoenix symbolism. Similar way that you see in Avatar Fire and Ash, that symbol that I just showed you, right? Oh yeah, look, the Ring of Fire, right? The golden Ring of Fire. How about that? Isn't that lovely? Right? Then we have, let's see, we got let me see what else we got. And then now you got the Phoenix rising and breaking the circle, right? Right? Oh, you got some Ourobosean symbolism now in the newest Hunger Games that is coming out, right? Upside down Omega symbol as well. But look at this. Usually the snake eats the prey, right? But who knows? Maybe the mockingjay or the phoenix, right? You got the year of snakes and phoenixes, right? Look at all the nature. Look at the blue butterflies. You got to love the blue butterfly symbolism right there, right? Blue roses. Oh my gosh. Is this looking like one of our future backgrounds right here? I think so. Let's check out the blue dragons. How about blue dragons? Oh yeah. You got Mortal Kombat 2 coming out. Gemini symbolism. Also, if you turn it around, that's HBAR. But Mortal Kombat 2 coming out. Katana. Katana poster with the blue dragon right here at the center. Gotta love it. They love their dragons. They know what they're doing, man. Really, dude, this movie, the first one was like 5 years ago. What took it so long to release the second one? They knew what they're doing. They're like, we need to, if we're going to be releasing the Mortal Kombat logo on the subliminals of people, man, we need to release it on the Fire Horse here, right? The freaking dragon year. Let's go. Let's go. Right? And then 2 more subliminals for you guys. Once again, another little dragonfly subliminal from the superhero movie. Damn. Right? Oh, damn, what this thing is going to do. And it's lovely that the wings of a dragonfly are an X as well. Isn't that amazing? Right? And then we go to a couple last subliminals here, guys. I appreciate y'all. Wonder Man sitting on a massive W. Look at this dude. He's sitting on a massive freaking W. Right? You gotta love that. Gotta love that. Sitting on a massive W. Right? What have we been talking about? Wormhole. The W. Right? The lone W. 3 cents, 10 billion supply, negative 86% down. Once again, you know, these are the type of subliminals they show right in front of your freaking face. It could be associated with many other things too. It's an upside down M, right? Which we know for, you know, the power of the M as well, but W right now, they know about Wormhole. Hell, freaking BlackRock's invested in Securitize, right? They know what's going down. Wormhole, right? And then look at this, right? We've been talking about smart toys, right? Anticipating AI-enabled toys or electric toys. Check this out. This is the TIBBIR one. Look at this right here, Patsy. Everything, all of them inside the frog. All of them in the frog is a gateway keeper, right? We've been talking about this. Look at this, man. The frog has them all inside now, right? You got to love dude, in Toy Story 5, right? And in this poster, it says it's on, right? You got to love the frog being the encapsulator, the one that they're in, right here. The frog has them all, right? The frog is going to decide who gets to act and who doesn't. It's subliminal symbolism, right? Con, for which one, for which image do you want me to go back to? Just let me know. But anyways, the premise of this game, or the premise of this this movie, is a little bit too close to home. The toys are getting themselves replaced by electronic toys, new and improved toys, smart toys, electronic gaming toys, right? How fantastic. And look at that, the little camera right here as well, right? The little X symbolism on the tip of the nose here, right? The one eye symbolism as well, a smiley face and a one eye, right? They love doing little things like this, guys. They love doing little things like this. So fantastic, man. You got your TIBBIR. Get ready to keep seeing frogs all over the place. The frog is a great symbol in esoteric terms, not only for gateways and gatekeepers, right, but also for nature, right? It's a symbol for nature, right? And how we're going to be becoming very, very eco-friendly, very, very eco-friendly, right? I know you love this one, Patsy. I know you love it, man. You're like, oh, snap. The frogs, not only on Apple commercials and some other commercials, you got a frog right on the Toy Story 5 kids getting their subliminals, families and adults who grew up with these freaking movies getting this in their subliminals in the public mainstream. This character looks like they're going to be a pivotal role in this next movie, The Frog. Let's freaking go, man. The Ouroboros. There you go, Raise Fat. Yes. Ouroboros, right? Oh, that's for the new Hunger Games, right? This is Ouroborean symbolism, but also, once again, the O, right? The circle, right? The circle of life, right? What do we say? The Odyssey, the Odyssey, right? Christopher Nolan's movie coming on out, right? They love their dude. They love their Ring of Fire symbolism for sure. They love their Phoenix symbolism this year, without a doubt. I wonder if I still have some old subliminals here to show you guys from past episodes. Let me see if I can bust them out for you guys. Give me a second. I got to go really deep into the history here. But if you guys enjoy this type of content as well, guys, I try to talk about, and they try to freaking subliminally get people ready for digital assets and crypto. There's a show on Netflix called Startup, right? Introducing crypto, talking about GenCoin, right? The creation of GenCoin. There was a movie or a show called Silicon Valley in the past, right? Silicon Valley, what's it called? Silicon Valley was talking about Bitcoin big time and the Pied Piper and creating Pied Piper coin, right? Now we go to check this out. Here are some other subliminals from the past here. You guys remember the crypto ball, right? Donald Trump's crypto ball, right? Pay attention to the style of the letters here, right? The presentation style, the black and gold. Steelers made a playoff appearance, by the way. Steelers are in the playoffs. Black and gold symbolism. 49ers are in the playoffs. The gold symbolism. And the San Francisco Bridge. 49ers might be able to host their Super Bowl, man. 49ers may be able to win the Super Bowl. You got the Denver Broncos, the Fire Horses, right? With the best defense in the league, right? You got the bullish Houston Texans, right? Red, white, and blue symbolism. You got Patriots on the rise, right? These teams aren't in the playoffs by chance, man. You got Black Cats, right? You got the Panthers, the Blue Panthers, the Blue Black Hats, right? You got the Phoenix symbolism up here with the eagle, the golden eagle, right? Holding arrows, just like we showed you in that subliminal of this one right here, right? The arrows and the eagle, right? The Phoenix right there. But pay attention to that crypto ball one. Remember the way the crypto ball looked like right there. Let me show you. The Shining had a gold room. The gold room, right? You can't really see it too much here, but the gold room, right? The gold room. What was The Shining really about? Kubrick's The Shining was definitely different than Stephen King's The Shining. Kubrick's The Shining is about a lot of things. There's a lot of layers. He always has multiple meanings. But one of the meanings is about the terror of having left the gold standard. Left the gold standard, right? And talking about the importance of gold. That Kubrick would be on set suggesting invest in gold. Right? The crypto ball in gold letters. Once again, right? Gold backed in a cryptocurrency sort of way. Judy Shelton saying that, right? Let's keep going. Let's see what has. Hopefully I got some from the other history that we've talked about. I know we got some new faces in here, right? We talked about the 4 X's from America's Got Talent, right? Pretty faces above 4 X's right here, right? Pretty faces above 4 X's right here. And it's on America's Got Talent, right? You know what else has got talent? The 4 X's that have got talent right here. Check this out. Man, I got to scroll a lot to find this. Sorry, guys. Once again, building effective and robust means to issue, distribute, and transfer CBDCs. The only 4 X's that were acknowledged by the BIS, G20, and Monetary Authority of Singapore of doing it. Dragonfly Fintech, the winner of this CBDC tech sprint, XPX. XDC with R3. XRP with Ripple. And XLM with Stellar. Right? Those are the 4 X's. That's your 4 digital backbone, layer backbone. Right? Especially with CBDCs, gold-backed CBDCs. We go to, where do we go to? Give me a second, guys. 1 second. I appreciate the patience here, you guys. Spirited, the movie Spirited, holiday movie that was even very popular this past Christmas, right? Do you want to make a ripple, 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 right? Subliminals with Ripple all the freaking time, right? Oh, shout out to Ripple Effect, man. I appreciate you donating. Thank you for your question. What about the XPX and where to get it? So XPX was a winner of that CBDC tech sprint image that I just showed you. It was the only CBDC tech sprint that had that particular problem statement, and one of the only CBDC tech sprints that involved blockchains or companies that were building on blockchains. Right? So there was no, and it happened in a 22 year. We know the power of 22 building, right? There's power numbers 11, 22, and 33, right? And 22, you know, in the year of 2022, that problem statement was, presented, and the finalists, like I just said, were Ripple, R3, Stellar, and Dragonfly Fintech. Dragonfly Fintech ended up winning this CBDC tech sprint. XPX is the token and technology Sirius chain. It used to be called Proxima X Sirius chain. They have just become now Sirius chain. There's a reason for that transition as well, but we'll get to that maybe some other time. We've talked about that a good amount of times, but XPX, right, is something we can get through PancakeSwap. They make it very hard to get, very difficult to get native XPX. We were able to get native XPX through MXC. The exchange, but now MXC is not allowed to the US investors, right? And I don't know if it's even listed on there anymore, but it's on PancakeSwap. Once again, this is a very high risk digital asset. It's been very quiet after the win in 2022, which was a bear cycle year. Here, let me get this image back up here. Shout out to Blue Foundation. Thanks for your patience, guys. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just going to put in the Toy Story one for now. But XPX, so they were very quiet after that win. It was a bear cycle, right? So you didn't have sentiment going towards XRP either, or XLM or XDC for being finalists of the CBDC tech sprint by the BIS. You had no sentiment in crypto whatsoever. It was a bear cycle, right? 2021 bullish cycle, bear cycle, bam. 2022, 2023. peak of the bear cycle in 2023. Then 2024 started coming up, right? We started getting a little bit of movement. SHX blue bricks started, blowing out of the water. In 2024, all of a sudden you have the release, the rename of Sirius chain, and then or in 2023, I think, and then in 2024, you have them being listed on ChainSpect. You have them, being dang, I'm forgetting one more thing. But anyways, you start to hear more from them, right? You have Lon Wang in 2025, the founder of Dragonfly FinTech and Sirius Chain, announcing storage mainnet launch, and then the release of the wallet just this past August of Sirius MX wallet. So they're still building, you guys. That wallet is currently in beta right now. So very excited to see where XPX is going to go, but that's where you can get it. It's on Pancake Swap, my man. The TIBBIR symbolism in the new Ribbit Capitals commercial is rampant and blatant 4 times in 3 minutes. Gotta love it. Fantastic. Titan in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you jumping on in. Order Strain in the house. Salute to you, my dude. Guys, understand biggest thing to happen this cycle is for #1 VC in Silicon Valley. Ribbit Cap, notorious for stealth launches and early investment, right? Mickey Malka, early investment in Bitcoin, also being an early Ribbit rebel right here. We have undeniable evidence. Yeah, no, without a doubt. It's an inevitability. It's just a matter of when, not if, it's going to happen for TIBBIR, for sure. You used a word that sounded like Oro something symbolism. I'm not sure. It was Ouroboros. Ouroboros con. Ouroboros. But anyways, some more of the subliminals, right? Sometimes people need to see the repetition to start to understand, right? Where's another one here? Right here. Find X, right? Find X on Spider-Man's shirt in the movie Far From Home, right? Find X, circling the X right there, right? And then the arrow leads to saying found it. They found the X, right? That's one of the most popular problems that we grow up with is find X, right? As you're growing up as a kid, right? They already get you used to the X. Right? What are other ones here? Let me see. Sorry, guys. I might have deleted some of my other ones that I had. But anyways, you got Wade, Ripple, and Ember Lumen. I kid you not. Wade, Ripple, Ember Lumen in a freaking Disney Pixar film called Elementals. Right? Wade, Ripple, Ember Lumen, XRP, XLM. It would have been fine if this guy's name was like Avalanche and then Ember Lumen or something, and then we would have been like, maybe this is a coincidence. There is no coincidence when you literally had Jed McCaleb as the bridge between these two projects, right, of XRP and XLM, and then you have a Wade, Ripple, and Ember Lumen. Holy cow. Already telling children, get ready to keep hearing about lumens. Get ready to keep hearing about Ripple, right? The movie Spirited, which will probably just grow in appreciation as the more Christmases go about and people just keep looking for Christmas movies to watch during Christmas time. Do you want to make a ripple, 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 right? What else do we got? What else do we got here? We got that. Oh, yeah. The Golden Phoenix from Wonder Woman, right? The X, right? The Isis figure, right? The golden bird, the phoenix symbolism, right? Gotta love that. What else do we got? I'm not gonna show everything, but we got a good amount here. It's just, just enough to dragonfly symbolism in Last of Us, the dragonflies in Last of Us, right? What else we got for you guys? Give me 1 second. I gotta scroll a good amount to get there, right? Starlink, right? What is this? What are these two right here? Right? What are these 3 dots? You know what these 3 dots are? This is Sirius star. There's Sirius A and Sirius B, right? Because it's 2 stars, right? That rotate around each other. That's why Sirius, when you look at the star Sirius, the dog star, it flickers. And then they have their center of mass. This is the center of mass of the Sirius. This is Starlink's freaking logo right here. You think Elon doesn't know about the stars? The guy who's obsessed with trying to colonize on Mars, right? And naming his product Star freaking Link. Look at that. This is the two circles. These are the paths that both of these stars go in, right? And it forms like this, right? I wish I could show you the full image of this, but I have something that shows the connection, at least, with Sirius star, right? Right here. Here's one. That's the center of mass, right between the two circles of the Sirius stars, right? It looks like an eye, doesn't it? It looks like an eye, right? The one eye. That's what they love. They love all that one eye symbolism. In the movie The Odyssey, who are they going to fight? They're going to fight a Cyclops, a one-eyed creature, right? Here's another one of the center of mass, right? The X, but these are the paths of the two stars, right? I mean, we go deep with this, guys, man. I've read the book Subliminal Seduction. I've studied freaking up on subliminals. I know where to freaking point them out, man. We got the golden eyes for a reason, right? We got the golden eyes for a reason. Look at that, the Starlink X. The reason this star is going like, or the path is going like this, is because it's the crossing of the two paths of the stars of Sirius, right? What else do we got? What else do we got? Let me keep going, guys. Appreciate everybody's support. We'll stop in just a second. I think we're overwhelming a lot of people with this. But this is Dragonfly FinTech's logo, right? They have the dragonfly wings, the blue dragonfly, right? Yeah, I think that's about close. But once again, in Dune, dragonfly vehicles that transport people, right? On Arrakis, right? What's Arrakis? Desperate for liquidity, desperate for water, respects drops of water, right? Look at this, right? The ring of fire around them, right? The red witch in the center, right? The rising hidden eye from the deep depths of the sand, right? The sandworm eye. That's why it looks like an eye, right? Very, very smart subliminal there that they did with the sandworm. Here's another one. Where is it? Oh yeah, Ridley Scott movie coming out. Look at this. The dog stars, right? I'm bullish on X Star in the XLM ecosystem, which is called Dog Star, but Sirius is the dog star, right? Ridley Scott knows about these stars without a doubt. He's in the club. His name draws a lot of people to watch his movies and the subliminals of that, right? This is Oasis, right? The logo of Oasis in the show Modern Family, very similar to the blue Oasis logo of Oasis Network. Where do the kids play in Ready Player One? In the Oasis. It's all about the O, right? What's one of the top stable coins? What is it called? Circle USDC, right? Gotta love it. Another movie that's coming out this year, or did come out in December, Connect X, right? The XX symbolism, the blue X's, the blue archways, right? And here's our last one right here, guys, because I don't want to repeat all the stuff that we have said in previous streams. Right? By the way, here's some ISIS symbolism, you know, the AI-generated ISIS symbolism, the golden bird, right? Connected to the Sirius star, right? But here we go. Here's, keep that fresh in your mind. Remember, you do the witch in the middle, right? The red witch in the middle. I'll show it again right here. Remember this. Remember this type of formation for this cinematic film, this big blockbuster film that attracts a lot of viewers, right? Check it out. Guys, if you like this type of information, it's very important that we're hitting the likes. It helps me out tremendously, helps us keep doing what we're doing here, helps them give no choice but to recognize what we're doing here, right? Now look at this. Fire and ash, the red witch, the ring of fire around the blue beings, the blue Sirians, right? Or Palladians, whichever you want to call them, with golden eyes, right? The red witch with wings, right? And look at this, the dragonfly creature with the sun behind them and silos of islands behind them, right? Connecting silos, connecting the old world and the new world. The dragonfly, the X dragonfly. Look at that. How fantastic, right? And then I have, I said this would be my last one, but dang, man, you know, I just saw this one and I wanted to show it. All right. I mean, I know you guys know what the Ripple logo looks like. You've been seeing the subliminal alt ever since this has come out. Even when this was released, we're like, dude, people are going to be seeing subliminals of Ripple all over the place. The Triskelion on the back of iPhones, right? When you do a selfie, or when people are taking photos of you, or when you're seeing people taking photos of you and they're lifting up their phones, you're seeing subliminals of the Ripple logo right in front of your face all the time. Hell, I know most of y'all here probably own a phone like this. You got Ripple logo right on the back of your damn phone, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But yeah, guys, so those are some of the subliminals for today. I ended up talking about more subliminals than I needed to, but we're going to always try to bring up some esoteric symbolism associated with crypto because we like talking about crypto in all aspects and how they're trying to foreshadow this to people. Let me get my light on. Let me see if I can find my light here. There it is. Hopefully that didn't scare too many people off. We'll keep it crypto. But if you guys have any questions, appreciate y'all. Once again, signing up for a membership allows you to ask as many questions as you want. And of course, doing donations if you're gray or, blue wrench, just, 99 cents at least donation. If you have any cryptos that you want me to look into, a donation is required and I'll look into it. By the way, somebody asked me about Kite earlier. Marty asked me about Kite earlier. Right? Did some research on Kite. I'm liking Kite as a settlement layer for AI agents. I guess AI agents need their own specific settlement layer, and that's what Kite is looking to do, is be the settlement layer for AI agents. And then it goes to the settlement layer of XRP and XLM. I guess you need multiple settlement layers. I did not know that. So Kite specifically geared towards AI agent settlement of transactions and payments, right? So KITE is Kite. Very good call out there, Marty. Got to look into it a little bit more. What is the native chain for XPX? The native chain is its own sovereign blockchain. XPX is its own blockchain. It has its own native, blockchain. But right now, since we can't get it through MXC, we get it through the Binance smart contract address, the BNB smart contract address. So it's not built on top of any of these blockchains like ETH or BNB, but we can, right now, when we get it through PancakeSwap, we have to get it through the Binance smart contract address. We can't get native XPX through MXC because we're not allowed to here in the US, right? Appreciate everybody hitting the like on Ripple Effects donations. By the way, that means the world. They speak in code in plain sight. Without a doubt, Ripple Effect, you know it, man. What's up, Bullish Choices? Good to see you. Bullish Choices, by the way, which one do I like more? I like Naoris through Ethereum, right? Right now, we can't get the native Naoris, right? But we can get it through Uniswap, either through Ethereum or Binance. I like getting it through the Ethereum contract address personally. But I wouldn't fight you if you like getting it through the Binance smart contract address. It's cheaper to transact with anyway. But Naoris, yeah, I saw your question on X. By the way, if you guys aren't following us on X, our X account is G_DLT1. I appreciate that. We don't outwardly confront illuminated builders. They don't like that. Owls and robes of, yeah, exactly. You know it, dude. Not sure if it's if it was an edit, but one of the streams from New Year's had the Ripple logo hidden at the bottom of the screen. Ooh. Ooh. Gotta love it, man. Yeah, I mean, Ripple's going to be water. Why do they call it the way of water? Dude, Moana. I was going to do a Moana poster. The new live action Moana has her touching a wave of water. It's all about liquidity. Water. I mean, dude, what do they say at the end? Big Short, right? That the guy has emphasized now investing in water or food, things that are water based, right? Anything to do with water. That's what that guy is investing in, right? So water, water, water. It's going to be all about Ripple, Ripple, drops, 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 right? Ripple effect. Appreciate. Oh, no, I didn't mean to delete your message. Oh, no. I don't know why it did that. Can you repeat what that was, man? I'm so sorry. Oh, crap. I can't undelete it. I wanted to read your comment. No. What was that, dude? What was it? Can you repeat it? Can you repeat it, my dude? I'm so sorry. If so, what country? Sorry, dude. I didn't get to see your question, man. Can you repeat it? I hope you didn't forget it. I hope you didn't forget what your question was. Yeah, she called herself an owl, right? What is the superb owl, right? The Super Bowl, right? The superb owl, right? Lot of freaking movies that they love their owl symbolism without a doubt. Twin Peaks goes over the owl a lot. The owls are not what they seem, right? Is also a very popular term from Twin Peaks, right? Dude, Ripple Effect, please. You don't have to donate. Just like let me know what you said in that comment, man. I really want to know what you were spitting there. I did not mean, dude. I did not intentionally delete that, man. I was just tapping on your message and then it just deleted it right away. So I don't want you to take offense or anything to that, man. If you use a VPN, can you buy it on the native XPX chain? And if so, what country? No problem, bro. I think, okay, so the thing with MXC, though, if you sign up with an email that is from the US, they will, whether you have a VPN or not, they can refuse to allow you to trade because your email is USA based. Or if you say on your account for MXC that you are from the USA. So that's what I did originally, and hence why I'm not able to access MXC. Buy it on if so, what country? I think you can maybe try Singapore, right? Because Dragonfly FinTech is Singapore based, right? Hence why they have such heavy connections with the Monetary Authority of Singapore, right? Bearable Guy is based on tarot. All the symbols are there without a doubt. Turple Nurple, dude, that's what we've been talking about. That's what we've been talking about, right? The journey has been a tarot journey, right? Going from a fool to the king, to the universe, to putting on the crown, right? We still have not seen him put on that golden crown, but he's going to be having a crown on his head. This guy has gone through many faces, right? He's worn many hats. He wore the fool, the beginning of the journey, right? And then he started becoming a sailor using his items, the magician, right? Watering plants, the cups symbolism, right? Watering a sunflower. What's his whole thing? The sun. What year is this? The sun year, right? We're going to see Bearable Guy wear a freaking crown, and it's going to be an Ourobossian type of journey. It's going to come full circle. He's going to be back. They were already on the way back to he was already telling you in the last riddle, they're on the way back to the castle. And when he's in that blue castle, there was a big blue brick on that castle. It's going to be a blue castle. I really hope so, man, because we've just been building a blue castle ourselves without knowing the Bearable Guy symbolism. So we're just freaking in tune possibly with what that guy has been doing. But if he goes back and the castle is blue all over and he's wearing a golden crown, it's going to be fantastic, right? We were talking about Argentina being a contender to compete with El Salvador, right? El Salvador using BTC as, declaring BTC as legal tender. Argentina, blue colored flag, right? Blue stripes on the flag, sun in the middle, right? A sun in the middle. Argentina is desperate for another solution outside of their own currency. They have been using the US dollars and crypto, right? Imagine if they announce XRP as legal tender to one up El Salvador in BTC and to become the interoperable hub over there for payments, right? Utilizing XRPL, right? Utilizing XRP in that country. Venezuela actually has an interesting chance here. Venezuela, you know, we've seen that now the U.S. is kind of having deep involvement with Venezuela. I wouldn't be putting it past maybe Venezuela announcing XRP as legal tender. But you already have heavy US dollar usage in Argentina. You already have the two presidents, right? Very much associated with each other. So I wouldn't be, and the president of Argentina is very radical, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see him announcing XRP as legal tender, right? Owls see in the dark, exactly. They can see in the dark, right? What are they all about, right? Illumination, light in the darkness, from darkness to light. They love these transitions. They love the problem, then the solution, right? They love putting people through rituals, through tasks, right? Through journeys, right? They put us on a journey. No, we don't want digital identity. Problem happens. We need digital identity, right? No, we don't need cybersecurity. Outages start happening. Hacks start happening. We need cybersecurity. We don't need to scan our eyeballs, right? Fraud starts to happen on a level unknown, right? Deep fakes start to happen. Bots start hacking. Okay, we need to verify that we're human, right? Is XPX ISO 20022? Yes, it is. If you type down on your search engine, Proxima X, Ncore, Ncore technology, Proxima X Ncore technology, on that page, as you scroll along and seeing what it's all about, you'll see right there, ISO 20022 compliant, Swift compatible. And once again, all the X's that I showed that were part of that CBDC tech sprint, what do they all have in common? ISO 20022 compatibility. XDC does, XRP does, XLM does, and so does the big star. Privacy is imminent. And the funny thing with the big star, man, it's the only, so far, that I've been able to find full stack digital asset experiences, or full stack blockchain experience. It's a hybrid blockchain, just like XDC is. It's all about infrastructure. It's not about trying to get hype and retail into it. It is absolutely focused on enterprise usage, right? They have a perfect NDA journey going on right now. You win the CBDC tech sprint in 2022. During a bear cycle, people start to forget that they won, right? Because the sentiment just starts to get low. People don't think that it's actually being used, right? They stay quiet for all of 2023. 2024, they start bubbling back up with their rebrand and getting listed on ChainSpect, right? In 2025, release of Storage Mainnet, and then the release of their Sirius MX wallet. What does MX mean? MX is a form of ISO 20022 messaging, right? It's going from MT messages to MX messages, right? This thing is the only blockchain that could do compute, data, payment transfer, and storage all in one, right? It's a fantastic. I mean, once again, the potential is all there. Could this crypto die tomorrow? Absolutely. Am I over investing in this? No, I'm not. I'm freaking chipping away. $5 gets me thousands of a 9 billion supply. This project has got to prove itself to me. I have nothing to prove to this project, right? Me throwing more money at it and over investing is not going to make this project move and force itself to prove itself to me that it's an awesome CBDC, end-to-end CBDC provider, right? So I'm chipping away, getting thousands of the supply. It's a delegated proof of stake crypto. So eventually we'll be able to stake this thing and make it work for us, which is going to be even more out of our coffee money, right? It's going to make our coffee money even more valuable, right? But also, right, we're not even in the world of CBDCs. CBDCs aren't even a real reality, right? CBDCs aren't even a reality yet. And you already have projects here that are suitable for CBDCs. The 4 X's that I just mentioned, right? 33rd like. There we go. A confirmed 50 cent. Appreciate you. Guys, we're only 16 likes away from the 15, or from 50, if we want to even out with the earlier stream, right? If we want to even out with what we got from the earlier stream, man, we got to get to 50. You know, this is a late night stream. I was expecting a little bit more out of the esoteric peeps and the late night peeps, right? Just got here. What project are we talking about? Michael Parks, we're talking about a ton of projects, man. It's probably worth rewinding and watching this video. We just went over a ton of subliminals for multiple cryptos. We went over subliminals for TIBBIR, right? That's showing up in Toy Story 5. We went over subliminals for the W token, Wormhole. Right? Hey, what's the upside down? They draw images of a wormhole in Stranger Things 5, right? Wormhole is a big part of Securitize. Ripple is heavily involved with their RLUSD through the wormhole W, right? What is an upside down W? It's an M. It's a Mason, type of letter. No worries, I'll do that. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Maybe just put it on 2x speed so you can catch up to the live, and then you'll be all good. That one guy, my wife has no idea. That is amazing. Shout out to you. Privacy is imminent. Most will not see it until it's too late. Exactly, Mr. Mystic. That's why we're into the best privacy crypto that there is. The best privacy crypto that there is XX Network. XX Network is the only privacy token that meshes the metadata of a transaction. Everything else is the data, right? XX Network does the data and the metadata. The metadata is where all the real information is at, right, about you. So if you can't mesh the metadata, good on you that you could do private transactions and stuff like that, but it's not truly private. You're just using the privacy tag to draw investors, right? Make them think that their transactions are private, but at the metadata level, it can be still traceable. You still don't have ownership, true ownership of your data. So XX Network at a penny, 1 billion supply. It was our deep red of 2025, right? Now the deep red of 2026 is going to be the big star, right? XPX at 0003 and Aqua, right? The Aquarius, Aqua must flow at 0005. David, do you think because of the Dog Star movies that XPX will start to wake up? Well, if it's the year of the sun, the Sirius star is known as the hidden sun, right? So we're going to probably get a little bit of more of a glimpse from the team, I would anticipate, throughout this year. We're going to, we already got 2 announcements in 2025. The release of their storage mainnet, we need to get reviews on that, right? So it's, the anniversary will be in April 21st. I believe. So in April 21st, that would already be 1 full year of their storage mainnet being live, right? I do think we're going to get more announcements from them this year. I do think the Dragonfly starts to, like a dragonfly, they start underneath the water, and when they grow, they come out to the surface, right? They're the connector between 2 worlds, right? And so right now, it's been hidden underneath the water, man. This dragonfly's got to start to rise out of the water. And I'm excited to see what this, to hear announcements from either Dragonfly FinTech or, from XPX very soon, at least talking about how well their storage mainnet has gone, how successful it has been, moving into newer, also the Sirius MX wallet, progressing out of beta, right? It's currently in beta, so it's got to evolve out of there eventually. So I'm anticipating some good announcements. Hopefully, at least we get 3 different announcements from that team, right? Just to show like exponential growth, right? This thing is built for a world that's not here yet, and they're definitely trying to keep it under wraps. The fact that we have been able to even get any announcements. Remember, they won this in 2022, went completely quiet during that bear cycle, and then 2023 was bearish as well. 2024 was pretty bearish, but some momentum started picking up. But no announcements, completely silent, respecting the NDAs, right? Building underneath. Private GitHub repos. The level of SDKs that this technology can support, it can support Rust language. It can support multiple levels of SDKs. And in fact, Algorand and this crypto are the only 2 that can support a very high number of SDKs. Dragonfly or Dragon Chain is pretty close to that, right? They can support complex languages as well for developers. Also, Dragonfly FinTech was the only one to do a successful proof of concept of CBDCs, right? In 2 weeks of integration with an enterprise. They were able to do it within 2 weeks. The only closest one after that has been Algorand, which was 30 days, right? And ALGO is a very quiet crypto, man. They keep people very silent on that one, but that one's one of the founding 4 members of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. It's Algorand is you know, a major sleeper in my opinion, man. A lot of people not taking that one seriously enough. But yeah, once again, David, you know, you got me. You got me, you know, you were lucky to get me to answer a question from a gray. But in the future, man, any questions require at least a 99-cent donation from grays. Anybody who's a blue wrench or a gray, any question has to be a 99-cent donation, man. I kind of slipped up there and answered your question because I was so excited. So you got lucky on you. You got a free 99 cents from me, my man. But yeah, in 2026, we've been doing this for 9 years, man, for free. You know, being thankful for any donations that we have had, but we're trying to build momentum now. So any, you know, any questions that people have that are gray, it's at least a 99-cent super chat. If you want, man, you know, I did answer your question. I answered it pretty well. If you want to send me that donation for 99 cents at least, that would greatly help me, you know, in just building up momentum for this channel and help us keep doing what we're doing. But yeah, hey, you got a free answered question right there. We're just trying to do this in 2026 and trying to be strict on it. But, you know, hey, that's on me. That's my mistake for having answered that question without telling you that it requires a donation from a gray. So it is what it is. 50-cent algo. Yeah. Or 50. Hey, maybe 50-cent algo. Maybe I'm saying that outside, but 50-cent talking about go algo, dude. Algo's got CERN connections, right? Algo is going to be massive, right? Algo is going to be massive without a doubt. And if you're a green giant, if you sign up to be a green giant, our smallest level of green giant is tiny green giant. That's a $2 donation, and it's for the month, right? And if you continue, it's just $2. You can ask as many questions as you like, right? You can ask as many questions as you like. So, you know, but a little gift to you, David. You know, appreciate you. But let's see what else we got going on. You know, yeah, so very excited for the big star, obviously, in the 000s. Very low cap crypto, very, very hush hush. They've kept it quiet for a long time. A lot of people don't know about this digital asset. A lot of, you know, stream people, you know, crypto streamers don't know about this digital asset. They sleep on it. I mean, it has one of the biggest receipts that you could ask for a crypto, and that is proving itself as an end-to-end CBDC provider to the BIS, the G20, the Monetary Authority of Singapore. I mean, what else could you ask for? What else could you ask for? David, how do you sign up to be a green giant? Dang, another question, dude. Another question, man. You got me answering your freaking questions here. If you know what? How about this? If any green giants or blue wrenches want to answer his question of how to become a green giant, I mean, you know, this is actually helpful. You can become a green giant by just becoming a member for the channel. I think there's I don't know about this vertical format of how you do it, right? But there should be something where it lets you become a member. Like there should be some button somewhere on the screen that you can become a member with, and then you'll sign up for that membership, right? Hit the stack of money by the comment. Appreciate you, Con. Thank you, my dude. G's pineal gland is taking a break and looking into the future without a doubt, Con. Without a doubt. When you find out there's a gold X on top of Trump doors and the oval, dude, he's James Fulton. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with gold. He's obsessed with gold. He is gold member. I love gold, right? From freaking gold member. This guy loves gold. Subscribe and choose level. There we go. There we go. You know, David, there you go, David. 50 Cent helping you out. Oh, there we go. Ripple effect. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that, my dude. But yeah, so, you know, we got plenty of deep reds. Yeah, Elvis loved gold, and he's known as the king, right? Kubrick loved gold, and he created the gold room in The Shining, right? We just talked about that earlier in the stream. We talked about a ton of subliminals earlier in the stream. If you guys are just jumping in later, I highly recommend rewinding back and watching this stream. We went over a ton of subliminals and new subliminals of movies and shows that are coming out in 2026 that are showing some subliminals for cryptos that we are very excited for. Dude, I'm loving the Toy Story frog symbolism. Anywhere you see a frog this year, they're prepping you for this freaking little beast right here on my shoulder, right? Elvis with the Phoenix on his cape. Exactly, James Fulton. Dude, I love that you're saying LOL because it's just so damn funny. When you have the golden eyes like you guys do, right? Like we do here, right? It's just like hard to unsee it from that point, right? They love doing their clown symbolism, right? This is why we're not big fans of Stranger Things or Welcome to Derry, because it's all about children suffering. I'm over content and movies and shows that are about children suffering. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to see that type of stuff anymore, right? I don't want to see that type of stuff anymore. I can care less about the subliminals that they're putting in there. We all know about the type of subliminals that they're trying to do, right? What's the big star? The big star is the dog star, man. This is the dog star. Ripple effect. This is XPX. This is XPX right here. The code for the big star is Sirius, the Sirius star, right? If you guys do any esoteric research or talk to your AI about, hey, tell me about the esoteric symbolism of Sirius star, right? And why so many cultures have worshipped this star, right? So many cultures have worshipped this freaking star, right? Egypt lined up their pyramids with Orion's belt and this star. Why Orion's belt? Orion's belt points directly to this star, right? This is the big star, right? This would bring about the seasons. This would be a phoenix symbol. It would be about the cycle of rebirth, right? That the Sirius chain would do, right? Oh, snap, David. What's up, my dude? David just throwing a little super chat donation. He's throwing a $5 super chat. My man, you didn't even sign up for a membership, David. What you doing, man? What you doing? Shout out to you, David. David just doing a $5 super chat sticker. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, man. Much love to you, bro. Ripple Affect in the house. Appreciate you, man. Guys, thanks to everybody who's been donating. Ripple Affect especially, man. Amazing. Amazing contributions during this stream, man. Very grateful. Grateful to all of y'all. The Morning Star, exactly. Shout out to David. Yeah, can we hit a like on both Ripple Effects donation there and that super sticker right there from David? Shout out to you, man. The Star of David. Right? They love their stars, dude. What did they used to draw stars like in caveman days? They would draw them as X's, right? Hell, there's a little cross right here, right? Why is it the cross, right? Yes, we understand what Jesus symbolism, and Jesus is the light, the way, the truth. Without a doubt, I believe in God. I believe, I believe in the universe. I believe in all of us here, right? I believe, I definitely, believe in magic of the world, without a doubt. And this big star has a lot of strong symbolism, and they love the stars, guys. They love astrology. That's the billionaire mindset. Is millionaires don't pay attention to astrology, billionaires do. And the star right here, Sirius chain, is massive. L Prey in the house. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for the Tiny G sign up right there, L Prey. You're amazing, dude. L Prey, much love to you, my man. Appreciate you becoming a tiny green giant, my dude. L Prey, it's about damn time, by the way. It's about time, my dude. You have a blue wrench, by the way, so if you want to be green, just let me know, and I'll turn you green, man. If you just want to stay blue with your interledger egg, that's cool too. We got plenty of green giants who like doing that as well. Venus was also known as Columbia, District of Columbia. Yeah, Venus. Dude, Pluto. Pluto's an important planet, right? What was the first planet? When it came into existence, Walt Disney right away created the cartoon Pluto for Disney, right? Staying blue for the foundation. Nice, El Prey. Nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hey, you could still hang out there with the green giants and the big green mountains, though. You can still do that, my man. Don't be afraid, right? You just have a big blue wrench now that you carry with you up there. There's other green giants up there that'll welcome you with open arms, dude. And now that you're a green giant, you can donate memberships. You can turn other people green, right? You can gift memberships. But shout out to everybody here. But yeah, there's a lot of esoteric symbolism that goes with the big star. There's a lot, hell, in the logo of Sirius Chain. If any of the green giants want to drop the Sirius Chain logo, those 4 triangles that make up the X of the Sirius Chain logo. This is the new logo, by the way. They rebranded their old logo to this logo. This logo is 4 pyramids, right? The Orion's belt, the 3 pyramids, and then the Sirius Chain star pyramid. Gotta love it. There you go, Mozerps. There it is. Look at those 3 triangles. Look at those 3 pyramids right there. You could do esoteric symbolism on that, the meaning of that freaking symbol, right? They are heavy into it. There's a reason it's called Dragonfly and the reason it's called Sirius, right? Hell, even a dragonfly looks like the star, right? The 4 wings of the star, the cross symbolism, the X. Walt Disney, LOL, most loved guy in the world. Also, he is known as the most hated guy in the world. Yeah, exactly, without a doubt. Athena is the owl goddess, without a doubt. Isis, associated with the Sirius star, very important to the Eye of Ra and Osiris, right? So there's a lot of good esoteric stuff that goes behind the thinking of this freaking project, right? Hey, Con, I got to handle some business as well, man. We've gone on for 1 hour and 20. I am so grateful to everybody who has jumped in for this stream. Usually we try to just do a 1-hour stream. This is stream 2 of the day, and you see I still got that freaking bullishness and that energy. You guys keep me freaking bullish and excited without a doubt. And thank you guys so much for the support. We didn't hit 50 likes for the stream. Maybe we do later for those who are watching, especially those who enjoy the esoteric symbolism that we went over in the stream today. Once again, heading out with some deep breads here. We got XPL at 17 cents, 10 billion supply. Casper at 004, 14.2 billion supply. TIBBIR at 18 cents, 1 billion supply. W at 3 cents, 10 billion supply. Dragon Chain at 009, 453 million supply. Flare at a penny. DAG at a penny. Eden at 6 cents, 1 billion supply, negative 71% down. XX Network at a penny, 1 billion supply. Mana at 14 cents, negative 70% down. Sand at 12 cents, negative 80% down, 3 billion supply. Aqua, one of our 000 gems left, over at 81% down. Rose, the blue rose at 1 penny, 10 billion supply. MDT at 1 billion supply at 1 penny. Measurable data token is the name. Hash pack at 007, the native wallet of the HBAR ecosystem. 1 billion supply can provide decentralized recovery. DAG at a penny. Constellation can also provide decentralized recovery. Very excited for the future. And of course, TIBBIR at 18 cents. Unbelievable. 1 billion supply. Naoris at 3 cents, 4 billion supply. Dude, we might have found a behemoth in the making right here. Sleeping giant in Naoris, Naoris. Elon, Rocket, guess who likes Warren Von Braun, original Superman, Rocket Man, let's go. Hey man, the Superman movie this past summer, very big movie that made a lot of gains, right? Who does Superman's little right-hand man? Crypto, right? Crypto the dog, right? Crypto the dog. But guys, appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Much love to you guys. Remember, thanks for hitting the Start Earning Bitcoin on your Ember app. If you guys don't have the Ember app, it's in the description below for the link. It helps you earn extra Bitcoin for mining. And thanks to anybody who's donating any cryptos to our wallet addresses listed in the description below. I am always grateful. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the Blue Castle. Much love. Adios.